Hello and welcome in a new season of the Women of Power podcast. I am André in charge of communication for CCR Re. At CCR Re, we are all about leveling the playing field for men and women in the professional area. And guess what? International Women's Day is just around the corner, giving us the perfect chance to chat with some incredible women leaders in our industry. So go ahead, connect with their stories, and let's all find the keys to building a fairer and more equal society. In this episode, we have the pleasure to meet Maya André. Hi Maya, thank you for joining us today.
Hello Angie, it is a great pleasure to meet you and the CCR Re team today.
Thank you, Maya. Together, we'll discuss her commitment to youth, as well as the obstacles and stereotypes that women must overcome, and the importance of networking to grow and thrive professionally. At CCR Re, we are convinced that being able to confront all point of views is a way to grow. To do so, I invited collaborators to join the conversation in this new season. We'll meet them at the end of the interview for the last question. But let's start with getting to know you. Maya, you are the technical director for Reinsurance Solutions, a reinsurance broking company. Could you tell us more about your career and its progression leading to your current position?
Of course, Angie. Thank you so much. I started my career in an insurance company based in Mauritius, and I spent 10 years with the insurer doing non-life insurance as an underwriter. Afterwards, I went to a direct broker, still in Mauritius, but that was very brief. And most of my career was at Munich Re, one of the biggest reinsurance companies, which has a branch in Mauritius. I spent 12 years as a casualty specialist and non-life treaty and facultative underwriter. And I have been with Reinsurance Solutions, a Pan-African reinsurance broking company, for almost 8 years now.
Very interesting. This is an atypical journey. Thanks for sharing this. I will continue with the second question. As a woman, what obstacles and stereotypes have you had to overcome to thrive in your company and in the workplace in general?
It is true that the world of insurance was largely dominated by men 10 years ago. Let's say that things are changing today. In the past, it's true that women had to constantly prove themselves, and to some extent, it still happens in some organizations. In my case, I always believed in perseverance, regardless of the situation. While managing my family and raising my child, I paved my way slowly. So I continued my studies in insurance, even though there wasn't much development in the various positions I held. My international experience at Munich Re significantly contributed to my personal growth. Today, I believe that continuous learning in your field opens doors much more easily. Gradually, we see more women in boardrooms and in important positions within organizations. At Reinsurance Solutions, we have several women at the board level and even in charge of various branches in other territories. I would say we are on the right track. If I look around me, in Mauritius, for example, yes, it started well and it's progressing. It's a bit slow, and it's going smoothly. I think women have started to realize that they can do it. So the message I try to convey around me is that the best is to follow what we can do and truly achieve our vision and career as we always imagine.
Thank you, Maya, for sharing these encouraging words. I would like to continue by asking, in your opinion, what actions should we implement to promote women's access to leadership positions and create a professional environment that is not only diverse and inclusive, but also more equal?
I believe that many of us women found ourselves in a situation where we have to make a choice. Even in couples, very often, it's more likely that the woman decides to sacrifice her career to be closer to the children. I think that even if that's the case, my message today is that they should always consider themselves and avoid being overwhelmed. And also, continue to raise awareness among more women through webinars. Understand why so many women give up halfway and coming together to better support them. And on the HR side, provide women with the opportunity to stay connected with office events, even during maternity leave, for example. This would help the woman feel included when she returns. In the world of insurance, we can see a generation that has a lot of knowledge about the markets, which, naturally, the younger generation may not have. Thus, I believe that women who have had a very rich career in this field can always share their knowledge and expertise in the insurance and reinsurance market, and also encourage other talents in this industry.
Thank you, Maya. You seem to be a very dedicated woman. In fact, this brings me to the fourth question. Passing on your passion and knowledge to young people seems to be particularly important to you. How do you approach mentoring, and what have been the main lessons you've learned from this role?
Thank you, Angie. First of all, I always want to congratulate the young ones for choosing this profession. It is true that our generation, I mean my generation, ended up in this sector somewhat by pure chance. Then, over time, we grew to love this profession. On a global scale, there are high expectations for this sector, given climate change and the unstable economic conditions worldwide. We need more professionals in this field. Today, we have lawyers, engineers, underwriters, accountants, and even doctors in the world of insurance. Professionals at all levels. And that's what I communicate to the young ones, that the spotlight is on the insurance sector. Today, we also have the opportunity to increase the penetration rate of insurance worldwide. It's now or never. Sharing one's own journey with the young ones and discussing how to climb the ranks are strong points for me. And I believe for the young ones as well. They discover the passion that I myself have discovered over the years, and I try to pass on that passion to the young people around me.
Thank you, Maya. You also share your knowledge through the Women in Insurance Association. What led you to create this networking and support network?
Yes, I created the Women in Insurance group in Mauritius. This network allows women to share their experiences in the field, encouraging them to build confidence and aspire to more significant positions. Being part of a dynamic and professional association that promotes the personal and professional development of women. It also involves sharing knowledge and expertise with industry peers and fellow members through webinars, participating and building connections. So it becomes much more easier for women from different territories to share their knowledge. I learned a lot through the African Insurance Women Association in Africa, which spans from one country to another, where we are very much into sharing, exchanging know-how, and everything happening in the country, transmitting to other women in different countries. I think that's really fantastic. So, being in Mauritius and on an island, I suppose it's much more easier for me to approach women from different insurance companies and women in various positions, encouraging them to look beyond, to share knowledge, and inspire them to go for more interesting positions. Learning through speakers, workshops, and articles designed to broaden knowledge. And that's what so many women, I believe, want to do, but don't really find the right channels. And for those of us who are already committed to this group, it is our goal.
Many thanks, Maya, for this truly inspiring insight. I am now pleased to welcome John Conan, who is Director P&C for Asia and Africa at CCR Re. Hello, John. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Angie.
I would like to ask both of you a question to gather your perspectives. What does leadership mean to you, and what are the qualities of a good leader? Who wants to start?
Thank you, Angie. It would be a great pleasure to start. So, in a few words, it is very important not to complicate things. For me, it is very simple. A leader should always be able to convey to their team the passion they have for the team and move toward that vision for the company. Also, ensure that the team is well equipped to achieve the goals. Instilling this passion should be the goal of any leader.
Thanks, Maya. According to me, the leadership is the capacity of someone to inspire, to guide, to federate a team, a group of individuals, and to influence them in order to achieve some goals. Ideally, it has been done by inspiring confidence to all other partners and to promote the partners in order for them to develop their own skillness and to find all together the best way to achieve the expected result.
Thank you, Maya and John, for opening up about your experiences and insights on gender equality.
Thank you.
I found this discussion incredibly valuable, brimming with practical ideas for taking tangible steps. If you haven't already, I highly recommend tuning in to all the episodes of the Women of Power podcast. There, you will uncover the unique journeys of remarkable women, each making their mark in various ways to contribute to a more just and equal society. If you had a good time listening to this episode, let us know. You can subscribe to the podcast, give it 5 stars, and leave a comment on listening platforms. Thank you very much, and see you soon.